being invited to certain places, but at least you know I'm standing on the word of God. Rev, I know I seen some stuff, Rev. I know I got to talk to somebody because I've talked to them and they don't want to hear it, but I need to let you know that right now there's some things that are happening that are not right in God's house. You got some folks on the choir. You got some folks on the usher board. You got some folks in the deacon board who are doing some stuff that's against the will of God. I thought I should bring it to your attention because how can they truthfully serve God and man at the same time? See, what you don't understand, and this is why it is a community and a body, is that as the pastor, as the leader, I don't see everything. But the folks in this community do. So when they walk through the walls or in the doors and they see folks in key positions in the house of God and they know that their lifestyle is not right, it makes them say, well, there's nowhere in the world I want to worship here because I seen sister so-and-so yesterday over at the Legion. I seen brother so-and-so the other day sitting at the bar. I'm not even going to tell where I saw her. But it was about 1 o'clock in the morning. And that sure wasn't the house she was coming out of. When you know these things, you got to speak up. Because if not, the house that you represent is on shaky ground. See, we're good at smiling in faces. We're good at saying the right words and giving the right answers. But when there's dirt, you can't hide and you can't sweep it up fast enough. But the problem is while you don't see it dripping off of you, other folks do. And eventually it's going to catch up with you. Paul said, don't let that happen. Because if you claim the title of Christian, you got a standard for which to uphold. We have standards for which to uphold. Even at the pastor's seat. I don't care how high the position. If he's wrong, then he should be sat down. How can you preach the word? And this is why I've had a problem for many years when you know that a pastor is preaching but ain't living like he's preaching. And unless the church as a whole stands up, how are you going to set that down? The problem is that too many people enable the pastor to do whatever he wants to do and hide behind grace and mercy, because I know they follow me all the days of my life. But grace and mercy also gives you enough wisdom to say it's time to sit down because you can't fully minister while you messy. Because what happens is, if we allow the mess, then we become the mess. See, whatever I'm walking, whatever I'm living, if I put that in you, then you begin to justify what I do based upon the word that you hear from here. In other words, you have lost your accountability to the Lord because you knew something was wrong, but because you kept sitting under it Sunday after Sunday and never saying nothing but co-signing that everything is all right, now it don't even look dirty to you no more. I'm not saying that Bishop in Atlanta is guilty or not guilty, but what I'm saying is if there were some folks who knew what he was doing and never said something, co-signed what he was doing and became a part of the problem, so now the church does not have the same power that it once had because it has faulty things going on inside. And now the whole congregation, those who have co-signed, those who have left. The problem is, in God's house, it should not be there. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am my brother's keeper. Do I judge the inside? Yes, I do judge the inside. Because what happens on the inside will determine how we go to the outside. If we go shaky, our outside is shaky.